Here we are at Loop Gallery on Sunday, October 12th, and the show opened yesterday. And I'm going to start by showing you the work of Sungja Kim Chisholm, wonderful, peaceful works about healing. Sungja is a Korean-born artist who came to Canada, I believe about 10 years ago. And since coming to Canada, she said she has become a Christian. And while she was in Korea, she was a political activist. And she's found that being in Canada has been very healing. And she's really focused her artwork on the theme of healing, which is really something that I connect with. She uses very simple everyday materials, kind of art pavera in some ways, normally insignificant fabric. And with this show in particular, the use of light is very, very powerful in creating this sense of quietude and this healing balm that the work encompasses or envisions or embodies. So that's Sungja's work. Very lovely, very, the word that keeps coming to mind is peaceful, healing work. Now my work, of course, is chaotic, shambolic. Here we go. This was the piece is called Into the Fire, which is, of course, the name of the show. We zero in on the Moose Man. And when I started this drawing, there were just 2 or 3 conditions that I set out for myself. One of them was I was going to have the Moose Man in the drawing, and I wanted to have a figure lying down, and we don't know if he's alive or dead. And he is being taken into this furnace, this fireplace kiln that says enter, and this fellow in the blue gown is encouraging him on, and brings to mind a poem I wrote years ago called, where it goes like this: one by one my heroes came through the tiny door into my house of flame. They came, they sat, they talked a while. Now that screws it up. They came and talked and had some tea, spoke of love and mystery. And when it came time for each to leave, they took their leave through the chimney. A bit ominous, but for me it's about transformation, fire being a transforming element. This piece is called Sleep Until the Red Light Fills the Sky. You have this kind of young woman, looks like she's in a wedding gown or a christening gown, and looming in the background is this whale just taking up the landscape. And I just wanted to I've been wanting to include the image of a whale for a while, and I've been trying different ways, and finally it seemed to find a way to include the whale into the image, into a drawing. This drawing is called Whatever You Do, Do Not Look Into the Eye of God. This central figure lying down on a stretcher hooked up to oxygen tank. It was based on a boy that I was working with doing some expressive arts, and he was waiting for a double lung transplant. And during the time I was working on this drawing, he did in fact have get a double lung transplant. And over here in the corner, you see this genie-like fellow. While I was working on this drawing, Robin Williams tragically took his own life, and I remembered that he had voiced the character of Aladdin, and of course he seemed to many of us to be a genie who could transform every day into magic. So a couple of kind of traumatic themes in this drawing. And over here, the word dog, which of course spells God backwards. We're going to go quickly over here. This is called Out of the Silence, There Came a Beautiful Roar. This is one of the densest drawings I've done of late. And this central character started out being Bone Creek Ulysses, which is the name of my solo sound music project. And I think of Bone Creek Ulysses as a kind of shaman or wise man who lives in nature. Kind of harnesses the sound waves and shapes them into music. There's lots of stuff in here. I'm not even sure what all of it means myself, so I'm just going to scan around. This central, this green figure came from some photography I saw during the Contact. It was in the catalog of the Contact show recently. And these are characters. Men dress up in these characters in, I believe, up in northern European countries. And this little skull fellow has a wig on, and he's not fooling anybody. We know he's dead. This was the last drawing I did for the show, and it's called So Is This the Abyss? You can see down here in the center there's a little written, Is This the Abyss? We got some small characters down here that are based loosely on Kachina dolls, OP figurines. This young woman, kind of superhero character, was originally the drawing was based on some 17th century wealthy woman, but that just didn't work out, and she became a young superhero-like figure. This blue figure in her hand is based loosely on kind of some childhood trauma for me. As a child, I was often punished by me being made to kneel in the corner, and this was a way to kind of transform that figure into a bit of a Buddha figure, maybe. One of the ways that Buddhists meditate is by kneeling, as opposed to sitting in the lotus. And of course, kneeling is very common in the Christian tradition. This guy in the middle, I don't know who he is, but he's looking out straight at you. A couple of infant figures. This one is in some kind of womb that's I don't know, an acorn come muffler. And the last drawing in this show is called You Can't Get Into Heaven on Borrowed Wings, which is the name of, is a lyric from a Jim White song, so great tune. All right, well that ends our tour here at Loop Gallery, and I hope you had a enjoyable time. It'd be great to see you in person. You could come on down and check out the show. I'm going to do kind of get you dizzy here by spinning around and